the Walt Disney Company. As you know by now, it is a massive empire valued at more than $200 billion, and its impact goes well beyond theme parks and animated movies. In addition to owning some of the largest companies in the world, such as Marvel, Lucasfilm, and Pixar, Disney also acquired 21st Century Fox, bringing even more renowned properties under its purview. The company's presence extends to streaming services like Disney+, cable networks like ESPN, and broadcast networks like ABC. The truth is, though, Disney wasn't always that enormous. It wasn't always the commercial and creative behemoth that it is today. The early life of Walt Disney. Let's travel back in time to the early 1900s, before all of the glitz and glamour, when Walt Disney was just a young boy with big dreams and even bigger challenges to conquer. Walt was born in Chicago, Illinois, on December 5, 1901, and was raised in a humble household. His strict father, Elias Disney, in an effort to provide a better life for his family, moved them from Chicago to a farm in Missouri and later to Kansas City. Missouri is where Walt fell in love with sketching. When he was barely 7 years old, he sold his first paintings to neighbors after spending endless hours sketching. Despite his passion, life wasn't easy for Walt. He had to deal with the hard reality of rural living as well as ongoing financial instability. However, these difficulties only strengthened his creative abilities and will. The first failures. Walt's first significant break came when he was hired by a commercial art company in Kansas City. He didn't take long to create Laugh-O-Gram Films, his own cartoon studio. Walt had a lot of ideas, but his studio had financial difficulties. Laugh-O-Gram Films eventually filed for bankruptcy, leaving Walt impoverished and devastated. Despite having only $40 in his pocket and a suitcase full of incomplete sketches, Walt decided not to give up and instead packed his luggage and traveled to Hollywood. Even if it meant starting over, he was determined to succeed in the entertainment industry. The birth of Mickey Mouse. Walt and his brother Roy established the Disney Brothers studio in Hollywood. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, their debut invention, was somewhat successful, but another setback appeared shortly after. Walt lost the rights to Oswald, and a competitor company stole the majority of his animation crew. It seemed like everything was crumbling once more. But in the face of adversity, Walt created a character that would change the course of history. Mickey Mouse. Inspired by a pet mouse he had during the tough times in Kansas City, Walt and his team produced Steamboat Willie, the first synchronized sound cartoon starring Mickey. The cartoon was an instant hit, and Mickey Mouse became an overnight sensation. This was the breakthrough Walt had been waiting for, building an empire. With the success of Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney's creativity knew no bounds. He went on to create more iconic characters like Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. But Walt wasn't content with just short films. He dreamed of something bigger, feature-length animated movies. Despite industry skepticism, Walt invested everything into producing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the world's first full-length animated feature. The film premiered in 1937 and was a groundbreaking success, earning over $8 million during the Great Depression, a fortune at the time. This triumph established Walt Disney as a visionary, and the profits from Snow White allowed him to build what would become the legendary Disney Studios. But victory did not mean that difficulties would disappear. In addition to the labor strikes and financial troubles of the 1940s, World War II resulted in lower income due to the closure of foreign markets. Walt, though, never stopped innovating. By introducing novel technology and techniques in movies like Fantasia and Bambi, he advanced the field of animation. Walt, however, had goals beyond the cinema. His dream was to create a location where families could actually feel the wonder of Disney. Despite skepticism from all sides, he began working on Disneyland, a revolutionary concept of a theme park. Opening in 1955, Disneyland wasn't just a success, it was a phenomenon that changed the entertainment landscape forever. Walt's legacy and the Disney Empire. Walt Disney passed away in 1966, but his legacy lived on. His vision and creativity laid the foundation for the Walt Disney Company to grow into the global entertainment juggernaut it is today. From movies to theme parks, television to streaming services, Disney's influence is everywhere, enchanting audiences of all ages around the world. Walt Disney's story is a powerful reminder that goals need tenacity, diligence, and the guts to confront obstacles head-on. How far he has gone from being a pencil-wielding young man from a small town with a dream to heading a multi-billion-dollar organization is quite astounding. So the next time you see a Disney film or go to a Disney theme park, keep in mind the man who started it all, the man who didn't give up, who utilized obstacles as learning opportunities, and who, with unwavering perseverance, created a legacy that still motivates millions of people. Thank you for watching. If you found Walt Disney's story as inspiring as we did, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Timeless Tales and Stories for more.